Monday check-ins on my Instagram stories for a few years now, where I ask questions like, what is something that you can do for your body today? Or how can you help regulate your nervous system? And I'll put various poll responses just to help prompt people to slow down for a moment and check in with themselves. I like to think that it's become a nice ritual for those who follow me, but you know, it's Instagram, so it's not that deep. But I bring this up because whenever I ask a question along the lines of how are you doing right now, the majority of voters always seem to choose something like depleted, exhausted, or burned out. And this is so striking to me. We're living in a time where it's become normalized to feel bad in our bodies. It's like we're all sick and we all kind of know why, but no one is doing anything about it. We just keep plowing forward thinking, well, once I get through this next work project, or once my child starts sleeping through the night, things are magically gonna get better. But there is always going to be something, some reason to help you justify why you're not feeling great. We can't just keep waiting. We're burning the candle at both ends. Anxiety and depression have never been higher. We're all just walking shells of ourselves, literally sleepwalking through our lives. But there is so much potential in me, in you, so much life and vibrancy and creativity that's just desperate to come out. And it is time that we allow this to happen. It is time for us to step into our power. I've made so many countercultural shifts, I guess is what you would call them, over the years, which sounds so radical, but it's really not that at all. It's just been a process of me remembering that I am a mammal and asking the questions of whether certain things in our modern life support that or not. And what I've come to learn is that, wow, it really is that simple and accessible. We don't need the fancy green juices and daily saunas and cold plunging and red light therapy and expensive supplements. I mean, sure, those things probably can help with your health and longevity, but they are the last 2%. They are the cherry on top. The other 98% is up to you and your daily habits and your environment and your inputs, which is both a relief and intimidating. I say intimidating because you're gonna have to make some habit shifts if you really wanna see change in your life. And we tend to be really resistant to these types of habit shifts. I find a lot of people feel when they hear this type of stuff like, oh great, it's just another thing that I have to add to my plate. And then if I don't get to it, I'm just gonna feel even worse about myself. Here's what I'll say. If you're in a place in your life where all you have the capacity for at the end of the day is to slouch into your couch and scroll on your phone, then firstly, you found the right video. Secondly, you're doing too much. Our systems just weren't designed to move at this pace. When we're so tired that our brain can't conceive of doing anything other than mindlessly scrolling, we're too tired. And we're certainly not gonna have success implementing positive habit shifts. Something has got to give. So what can we let go of? Can you lighten your load somehow? What is keeping you in constant rush mode? Because I don't want this to feel like another thing that's being added to your to-do list. Stepping into this newer, calmer, more vibrant version of yourself is about simplifying and subtracting, not about adding more. And the first thing we are going to simplify is your sleep. We are nothing without our sleep. If you are experiencing any problems in your life, if you always feel angry, if you always feel stressed, if you're not progressing in your workouts, if you're not feeling productive at work, if you're feeling resentment towards your partner, sleep will likely solve most of those problems. And if not solve them, at least make them easier to manage. But it's not just that we need more hours of sleep, it's that we need to be setting ourselves up to receive higher quality sleep. If you're watching the latest thriller on Netflix and then hopping right into bed, of course your sleep isn't very good. Setting yourself up for good sleep actually starts first thing in the morning. Your eyes need to see the sun or at least the horizon. So when you first wake up, can you spend a moment gazing out of a window, or even better, can you go outside? This is going to help regulate your circadian rhythm and give you a little energy boost and a little vitamin D, which is a nice bonus. Then we need to monitor our caffeine intake. No caffeine afternoon. I know this can be such a vicious cycle to break, but if you can resist the afternoon caffeine, then you're more likely to get higher quality sleep and less likely to feel like you need that afternoon caffeine the following day. Just rip the Band-Aid off. It's worth it, I promise. Next, your body wants to be in relationship with the sun. As the sun is going down, your brain is increasing its production of melatonin, which helps us sleep, unless we start turning on a bunch of overhead lights and staring at screens. I feel like this is the biggest challenge for people around sleep because we all want to just kick back and watch a show, or as I said, mindlessly scroll on our phone, but it is destroying our sleep. Can you imagine a world where you keep all of the lights really, really dim in the evening, and maybe you enjoy dinner around candlelight or outside as the sun is setting, and then instead of watching a show, you read or actually connect with your partner or your family? And then lastly, once it's actually time for sleep, make sure that you are in total darkness. Again, this is necessary for our melatonin production so that we can get that really high quality restful sleep. I just sleep with a sleep mask on and it works really well. Okay, next is movement. Now I think most of us really aren't moving enough, and then we'll have random hour-long spurts where we're moving way too much. We are designed to move regularly throughout the day, squatting down onto the floor, picking up and carrying heavy things, even relaxing in various positions on the ground that aren't just the classic slouch into the couch. I've got a free guide listed down in the description for how you can fit more movement more naturally, regularly into your life in a way that feels really good. So definitely check that out for further guidance. And then when it comes to your workouts, if you are constantly dreading your workouts and really feeling that heavy feeling again, like they're just another obligation on your to-do list, you might be doing too much. In fact, if you are frequenting the intense cardio boot camp classes, I can say with great certainty that you are doing too much. We want our workouts to help us feel stronger and more spacious and more energized. They should be actively contributing to this more vibrant version of yourself, not depleting you. This is what my fitness app, The Playground, is all about. Strength workouts that actually feel good and help bring the joy back into movement. I also have a free class from my app listed down in the description if you'd like to give it a try. I don't really want to spend too much time on food in this video because I know that it can be a very sensitive topic when viewed through the lens of wellness, but I also feel like I can't just leave it out completely. So what I'll say is food can be a delicious, beautiful, enriching part of your life, both cooking food and eating the food, and growing your own food and composting your own food if you really want to look at the full life cycle. And it can certainly be a powerful contributor to your vitality. I recently shared a video about reclaiming reverence for our food, so I definitely encourage you to check that out if what I've said has sparked any interest here. All right, here's a fun one. Screens. I mean, what is there to say? We all know that they're not good for us. I know you've had the experience of feeling just gross and drained after a long scroll session. We're addicted. It's terrible. So basically the only thing to do here is set boundaries. Again, we are subtracting, not adding. So I've had a rule that my phone goes on airplane mode at 5 p.m. and it stays on airplane mode until 9 a.m. the next morning or until my daughter goes to daycare. I've had this rule for over 8 years and it's honestly been really easy to implement because it feels that good. I'm actually spending quality time with my family in the evenings. My phone never comes into my bedroom. It's never the first thing that I look at when I wake up. You've got to do this for yourself. Your sleep is gonna get better. You're just gonna feel like a brighter version of yourself. And lastly, we're meant to be outside. But this is where it all comes together and really feels so simple, because when you're getting yourself outside, you're getting yourself off of your screen to go enjoy nature. You're helping with your circadian rhythm because again, your brain is getting the proper input to regulate those wake and sleep cycles. And you're likely moving your body in the process. You may even be squatting down to check out your garden or just relaxing under a tree, looking up at the clouds, walking barefoot in the grass. It's so underrated. All of these habits are like a positive feedback loop. They feed into one another, and the more that you do them, the more you're going to crave them in your life. Wellness is simple. It's about subtracting, and it is time. It is time for you to feel like that vibrant, grounded human you already are. You deserve it.